And we're streaming in all the groups and the channels and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're good. Okay, cool. All right. How's everybody doing today?
Very good, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Glad you guys are here. I am back from my trip across country and back in my comfortable office where I can do things again. So it's great. Okay. So Sam, little update. I've been working on reporting stuff. So
Yay.
we have a webhook to capture some subscribers, because one of the things with high level is when we're doing the referral, when we're doing rewards and stuff like that, it's hard to say how many like even subscribers we got. So I've created a webhook to capture those subscribers that we'll put on into the workflows, so that when a new subscriber comes on through one of the channels, then we can tag them in there and be able to display how many new subscribers we've had over certain time periods too. And then I was working on just for promotions to be able to say just to be able to sort those different redemptions and everything, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
So, and then my goal is to get that all this week, get that so that we can display that on a page in the leaderboard as well. So it'll tell you more stats about everything, and then we'll build onto that as we go. One other thing we've been working on too is we've had a request from a number of people asking if we can change the name of the points. So instead of just saying points, it could be like Rada dollars, or it could be I don't know, anything else that you want to call it anyway. So it made some updates and changes to the restaurant one, still finalizing a few of those things. But you'll see a new thing in the background, in the back end under settings in our rewards dashboard, that will allow you to change the name of whatever you want to call points. So if you have a client and they want to call points something else, something more specific to their business or to their brand, you can change it. Instead of saying points, you could have it call it whatever you want, which is just kind of a neat thing. I've also been looking at, I know Yin, I've been looking at sharing out on things like WhatsApp, and just making and checking the wording there too. So still a couple updates I have to do with that, but I think I've got it coming along.
Okay. Do we need to download the snapshot again after each update? How do we update on our part here?
Yeah, so for some of those updates, like the one for with stuff, I make it as backward compatible as possible with the new messaging and everything. If you don't want to change the name of points, for example, you don't have to. You don't have to update your snapshot. Just leave it as what it is, and it'll just say points, and everything will say points, and it's fine. I made it so that there's no, like, you don't have to change it if you want, but if you want to, you would have to download the new everything in our backend has been updated to handle that, but it'll default to points if you don't have anything in there. And then for everything else, it'll be handled by a custom value. So the coming up, there will be a new version of the snapshot which will have those custom values in place.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So it's either you go through and update it on your own, or you go through and just download the new messaging. And basically it's, well, messaging funnels and automations will have the updated wording in it. For stuff like the reporting dashboard, you won't have to do anything, because that'll just show. That should just show up. But there will be a webhook if you want to capture those things. I'll have a workflow that we need to capture.
And when should we do that? So what I'm trying to ask is that when we because right now we're working on the item, right?
Yeah.
And so if we continue working, it doesn't make sense because then whatever new things come up, it will override anyway. Is that correct? Or can we update only a certain part?
You can update just certain parts.
And how do we do that? Like how will we know what parts needs to be updated?
Right. So the thing with the points will be a pretty big changing the name of the points.
Right.
And adding in the webhooks. I'll try to create a video about what to update in those ones. For example, you have the Flash. I think it's called Flash, right? The Flash restaurant there. Yeah, like if they're just continuing to call their stuff points, then I wouldn't go through and change.
They will need to change it to something else, like points is fine, but they want to make it into a German wording since they use a different language.
So do you guys go through and well, I'll show you. There's a custom value you can go through and then change anywhere in your funnels that will have points. The word points, you'll just change it to that custom value, and then that custom value will replace that wording wherever you want.
I see. But we like the webhook also, right? So so why don't we wait until it's already?
So the webhook, and then I'll have a webhook and then I'll show you guys exactly where to put it to manage subscribers and stuff like that too.
Good. When should we do that, or when would it?
Let's say next week for sure. Just so we have some stuff to test it and stuff. I'll tell you. I'll let you know exactly when I would say download that one. Making some changes here, but yeah, we should just go through and make sure the points custom value can be done. You could go through and start making changes to your snapshot right now. It's just the newer snapshots on our end will have it. So essentially I can show you what that looks like even. Let's say we are in here. Let's go to custom values. If I just look up the word name, you might have to add this rewards point name, a custom value like this, all capitals, points name.
We're not seeing anything.
Oh yeah, that's what I always do. Never share my screen. Okay, so rewards points name.
Yeah.
Right here. Then you just take this custom value and you can put it into. Then you would essentially just go into. Let's say we go into, or let's go into sites for a second. I know I didn't do this yet. So if I go into sites, if I go into the loyalty dashboard, because there's a couple places where we say points. Let's go to earn rewards, or even on the home screen, rewards registration. And then essentially we just go through okay, so redeem your points, and then we can just paste that custom value in there. Start earning points. There, so that one, those are the two places where we say points. And then we're just going to save that. So that's essentially what you need to do. And then if you want to update them to a German phrase, so that's how to update it there. And then in our back end under rewards, this would be the restaurant. Here under settings, you'll see rename points to another word. It's work in progress here. So you can name this to whatever you want. So if you wanted to say pickles,
right,
you could say earn pickles, and then
right,
and then when we
smart dollars, whatever they call
you can call it whatever you want. So when we load this up now, it's gonna say earn pickles,
and then
redeem your pickles for access to whatever. Start earning more pickles. So you can do that. So you can name it whatever you want. And then, but you need to go through, especially if you have a snapshot like you guys have already customized for that German client, you want to go through and just take that custom value, create the custom value, and then You could actually even try just filling this out and then hitting update, and it might create that custom value for you. I'd have a look because I know our custom values updater, if the value isn't there and you set it, then it will also um um it will create it if it's not there. So I'm gonna go settings here and just change this back to let's call them kicks again. So just I changed it from points so I could know if I was changing it or not.
Got it. Now,
Yeah.
we already updated our review program to have the German wording, everything, right? So
Okay.
when we load a new snapshot, does that mean that we'll
It will
erase
change. You don't want to overwrite it because
Yeah.
it will overwrite it.
So how
It'll
do
write
we
your messaging and
prevent,
everything.
yeah, how do we prevent that overriding from happening?
You can't. You can't go in. You can't if you went in and changed all the wording and everything and changed it from English to German. That's essentially a new snapshot now, and you don't want to go and overwrite any of that messaging or funnels or anything like that because it'll overwrite all that. Like so you have to make changes manually. That's just that's the way snapshots are. Because we're just creating a backup of our account, one of our accounts, and then the system is there, but you need to make that change. Or like once you change it, then it's changed on your end. And if you reload ours into it, it's basically reloading our backup, the backup into that account, and it'll overwrite.
I see.
You don't want
So
to do that.
we cannot say let's say, I mean, just an example, let's say the current review program that we have already,
Yeah.
can we save that as a backup, like as a snapshot itself, export it somewhere else? Then
Yeah, you could. So the everything that you did in that German account, you could go to your account snapshots under here, and you go and you can create your own snapshot from that now. Now, if you have other German clients that you're working with, you could use your German snapshot for all those clients.
Okay.
That's why I always recommend that whenever you bring it in, you want to customize one of those snapshots. The first thing I have in the training is go create a master account, create your own snapshot from that. That way, any changes you make to that one, you're making that for your clients. So let's say you had 20 German clients that you wanted to use it for. Now, if you want to push updates to those German clients, you could do it from your one German snapshot rather than importing it and having to make changes to 20 different snapshots. Because the in the training, I talk about here having this push to update to linked accounts. Which is what that allows you to do is if you have a snapshot in your system and you made a backup, and let's say I had I'll just pick one of these ones, this salon one here in 10 different accounts, I could just click push to update, and then it'll ask me which accounts that I want to update, and then I just say yes to update. And then you could pick what pieces you want. So if you just changed messaging or changed something like that, you can go from there. I think the only thing is, I don't know if you can do, they started making it more granular. So you could be like, I just want to update this workflow, this messaging, that kind of thing like that. So I know you can pick and choose those things and it's getting better. So,
so shouldn't it, so like this one, right? So let's go to this one and let's go to your restaurant snapshot, right? That let's pretend that there's an update there. And then you're updating to, let's say, the German website. So
we've got,
can we not choose? Yeah, can we not choose that? Okay, don't update the review section, only update this point section. We cannot choose that.
Yeah, so you can go through, you'll see all the assets here. So you'll have your custom values.
Right.
Let's go. Text and email templates. Like it's gotten way better than it used to. It just used to be like, hey, we're just gonna. So yeah, I guess you can go through and say, I'm gonna update these messages. That wasn't something that we used to be able to do before. But you can go through and pick and choose those. You can pick and choose which workflows you want. You can pick and choose which funnels too. Yeah. So you can say you just expand it, and then you could say so 104 custom values here. We're going to we can go through and pick which custom values we want to update, which is kind of weird because custom values are just, or like they, or which assets you want to import, and then it'll look for conflicts too. So the other issue that you might run into is that high level doesn't always detect all the conflicts. So you might end up with duplicates of a couple things.
Okay.
If you bring in a funnel page or something like that.
Got it. So what we can do is we can save the review section as a master. Is that wrong to assume that? Okay. Like a master snapshot, and then when we update the restaurant, the rest of the restaurant loyalty system, blah blah blah.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, master is for those like if we have multiple clients, then master is useful. Otherwise, I don't think it is useful. We have only one client in German, and
sure.
It is not useful to create a master and update in there and then push the updates in the sub account. So we don't need. I don't think we need a master account.
Yeah, I
for
was
one
just
client.
saying if you have multiple German clients and you've already changed the messaging and stuff for it, then it makes sense to have a main account, and then you can update your messaging there for all German clients, right?
No, I want to confirm if you like update review snapshot, okay, and we want that update in our snapshot, then we need to redo the German thing again, or that can be like updated automatically. If you have an update in a review section, okay, we want to.
We finished the review section, Gulam. So that's what we talked
So
about.
if you bring in another snapshot, any snapshot, like if you bring in the reviews one again and you paste it and you add it to one that you've already you've got one that you've already changed, and you bring in a new one, or you bring in you go to update it again, it will revert back. It'll show you, it should tell you the conflicts and ask you if you want to overwrite it or not. But if you say like yes, continue with those, even with those conflicts when you have it selected, it will overwrite it. So if you change messaging, bring in the other snapshot, and then it'll basically overwrite it. So it'll revert it back or revert it to whatever it is the new one is.
Okay.
And then you're saying that we cannot exclude, like, okay, let's say the whole snapshot, and then can we do a demonstration? So I kind of like wanted to, let's say, Gulam, if you don't mind, let Gulam show. Let's pretend that we are uploading, we are putting a new snapshot, and then and see whether we can exclude the review section.
Yeah, if you bring in the rewards system, if you bring in a rewards one, it's not going to overwrite any review stuff.
But that's what we asked you, right? We already translated the.
If you bring in an updated review one into there, it'll overwrite the review stuff you made changes to. So it's not going to wipe out the count. It won't wipe out the account.
Right.
It will overwrite the stuff. If you tell it to overwrite, it will overwrite the stuff that you tell it to overwrite. If you bring in a snapshot that doesn't have reviews in it, it's not going to overwrite any of your review stuff.
Right. So the question to you is this: so we are just grabbing the restaurant whole package, into it. So we already fixed the review section. We already translated, because that one has no error. I mean, we have a couple of questions here and there to ask, but if you update the point system and everything, so when we do it again, what do we need to do without erasing our current reviews?
Reviews.
Well, I'll just tell you which workflows to import, or I'll create a training on how to update it.
Yeah, that's
so fine. with gathering more of the statistics, or the analytics, I'll have a training, and what I will try and do, what I always try and do, is make it so that we don't interrupt any of the stuff that you have already going on.
Okay.
Kind of
no
thing.
Problem. So just checking that, and we simply want to make sure that we're not.
Yeah, I want to make it as low impact on you as possible.
Yeah, because this is the second time we are going through the thing because of the we
reviews, referrals thing,
changing everything, right? And then this second time we are we downloaded the wrong snapshot. So okay, then let's do it all. We already delete the whole account and start a new one, etc.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can I share
So
my screen?
I'll try to make I'll try to make it as seamless as possible.
Okay. Then Gulam has a question about the review section. Let's address that first of all. Gulam, go ahead.
Yes, yes, and one thing more. Did we check the about the email? Our customers getting email? Ian, did you
Yeah,
check?
yeah. I don't think we got email after somebody filled out the complaint form here.
Yeah.
We're not getting the customer is not getting email because we test it with our own email. We didn't get a that,
And
oh,
one thing
thank you
more in
for submitting a complaint, blah blah blah. We didn't get that acknowledgement.
Okay, we'll go to your automations.
okay, and one thing more in the review snapshot, this button is not working. I have added a link now, but in your snapshot, it's not going anywhere
You have
because
to
it
make
is
sure, yeah, you have to make sure you add there should be a custom value for that one. I'll
no,
take a look if it's
no.
not.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that one we manually connected it. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me know though. I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
see why the custom value is in there. No, go back to your sub account.
okay, just a second. Sub account. Okay.
It's so what you're saying when somebody fills out that form, like is it triggering the automation or what?
Yeah, the
It
person
is.
didn't get an acknowledgement email.
Oh, they should.
So they should. Yeah, I know. The first version that we did, the snapshot that we downloaded, the first version, we got it. But in this one, with the restaurant, when we downloaded it, we didn't get it.
The restaurant one doesn't have anything about reviews though, so there's nothing about
Oh, okay.
reviews in the
Okay.
if you guys bought in the restaurant one, there's no review stuff in there. And if you brought in the review one on its own, then that will be it. So it would be under
Yeah, just a second. I checked it.
So just fill out one.
go click next.
Yeah.
It's probably under. No, it shouldn't be there. No. Click next. Smart reviews, negative feedback. So you have two internal notifications right there. Like, so here's where it is anyways. So they should, the person should have received, it looks like there were two submissions of it. Like if you go back to, thing, but you could click on execution logs
Sorry.
or execution enrollment history or execution logs right at the top. So click on settings. Wonder why I said skipped. Click on allow reentry and then hit save.
Where is save now?
Up in the top right.
Just yeah.
Okay, now you can probably go fill it out again and it'll push you through, no problem. Let's see.
And can you tell me your email? Can you please confirm your email so I can send you a test email?
Do jason.orban.
Or when
ORBAN.
is this correct?
ORBAN.
Or BAN? I haven't received.
Yeah, when
it
you go fill out that form, it'll work now anyways.
yet. Yeah. Okay.
Then you can go check that workflow just to make sure that you were put through there. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so sent email, all that stuff went through.
Okay, so this is fixed, right? The sending email part.
Yeah, it was just because you're
Yeah.
testing it and had it set, it was set to
But I haven't received the email yet.
So Gulam did not receive the email yet.
No, I haven't.
that might just be your system right now.
Yeah.
Gmail, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you should also just make sure too that it didn't go
To spam.
to spam or something like that too,
I
because
checked the spam area. And
yeah, it
one
depends
thing
on how
more,
you have
one
your
thing
email
more.
set up.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
And when I click on 4, okay, it should go to the Gmail, and this page should be updated to thank you page. Sometimes it is updating to thank you, sometimes it is going nowhere, it is like giving error.
Okay,
Now
so
it is
hover over
going.
5. Is that the thank you page?
Yeah, this is thank you page. Sometimes it is going to like referral link. Okay, so after email, I don't see the custom value updater for the referral.
Well, if you click
reward.
on go back, if you click on go back,
Okay.
and if you click on conversations
Conversations.
tab,
Okay.
click on recents or all, or click on all. Click on that. Click on, the first one there. So there's your emails right there, like they were just sent out. I don't know why you're not
Unsuccessful.
receiving them. They might be going to spam.
Unsuccessful.
That's an SMS. So I don't know if you guys have SMS set up,
No,
but that
what-
would have to be with your high level account. So you have to troubleshoot why that's not sending. If you don't have SMS set up, then it'll give you that error.
No,
Yeah.
SMS is not set up, but it is
Okay.
about email.
So then you should have your emails are right there.
Let me check, okay, to see if I get the email.
I got the email here.
You got the email there? Okay.
I think so. It's only a German one I have in my account, so I'm assuming it's
Yeah, I got the email to hello, Gulam, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's fine. So this is working.
You just need to
very
make
good.
sure you need to if your email's not set up properly for this account, Google and Yahoo are cracking down on making sure things are compliant.
Okay.
So having the
Okay.
custom domain set up, your OAuth, like you're not OAuth, but the DMARC and stuff like that, you want to have those set up.
Okay,
For that
where
sure.
should I update the custom values for rewards and referral program? The restaurant one.
Sorry?
Rewards
So this
and
is
referral program.
Gulam, before you ask that question, I just want to make sure that review part is all answered, and then we move on to the next topic, which is referral, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's make sure that this is okay. So Jason, just a question about Facebook. We cannot open Facebook from within the mobile phone, going to the review of that Splash City Facebook page, it cannot happen. Like when we try that on desktop, we can put a link to the review section of the Flash City or FB, and it goes there. But when we do it on the cell phone, we cannot get there. We only get to our own Facebook profile.
No, I'm not sure what you're talking about at all.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
telling you, when we click on Facebook for the reviews, when a customer click on Facebook on mobile, it is going to the Chrome, not on Facebook app. So people usually logged on the Facebook app, not on the Chrome.
Right. It
So on
doesn't
Chrome,
do, it
on
doesn't,
Chrome,
it
yeah, on
doesn't, it
Chrome,
doesn't deep link into the app. I know that.
yeah.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
requires us to first log in, then give review on Facebook. When we log in on the Chrome, then it goes to our Facebook page, not on the Village City page.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is okay. We will get around it by
There's,
not
yeah, I
sending
did, I
people.
told, like I just said, I'll have to see if there's some way like that. I personally don't have a whole lot of control over that because we're using
Yeah, I
that
know.
add to any widget to do the social media thing. And if they don't have that, then I mean,
Correct.
not
Correct.
something that I can change right at this moment.
No problem, Jason.
So-
I just want to bring it out and acknowledge that. Yeah, seems like it's a
Yeah.
problem with
And
Facebook,
I
not from your
I'm
software.
having a look at what else we can do there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's a list of the things because just the Google review is the main one we'd like. And if we really want people to leave it on Facebook, we will have some other incentive. It's not a problem.
okay.
Yeah, good. Now
Um,
the next question about the review, is that okay to us, or you have something else to say?
No, I don't know. That's we can go. Yeah.
So on the snapshot for review page, there is one wording there on the main review page that says, like, oh, thank you so much for coming here. We appreciate it. Leave a review, blah blah blah. This is there's one sentence, right, which we took out for now, but I want to check with you. The one sentence say, then come back to this page.
Right. You can
offer.
remove that. You can remove that if you're just doing so that's originally from the that's originally from the review and referral page.
Mm-hmm.
The review and the referral version that has both. I would just take it out.
Okay, got it. Right. Now, how do
Actually, I'm gonna
you?
go take that out right now too.
Yeah. Okay, that answered the question. So we take it out for now. Now, let's say this restaurant wants to give a hamburger for somebody who leave a review, right? Now, I know that you have let's say a QR code or whatever system in the physical restaurant, right? Now, how does he let us know that he has done it? Like, do they take a screenshot? How do most people do it?
What you could do,
Yeah.
It's for being able to actually confirm that somebody left a review.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You could have them take the screenshot and bring it in.
Sure.
We can how else?
I think it
how else
should be
can you
for
do
the
it?
on-site customer. It should be if it is for the on-site customer, they can
Yeah.
directly show us.
Yeah, he
the
can
review
show on
and-
a cell phone that, oh, I did it,
I'll
or
think about that.
something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people, I mean, how do we mean, we're not concerned if people didn't do it, right? We're more concerned with, we want to honor the offer. We want to give them the hamburger if they did do
So
it.
one of the things you could do, and maybe it's something we think about, is adding well, under automations, you could. Well, one of the things that we haven't done it yet, but one of the things I wanted to do is create a custom campaign inside of the promotions. So maybe there could be, I don't know if we want to add a specific review campaign all the time. Or I mean, we could have it review campaign, and if they leave a review, I just don't know how we check to make sure to confirm, because sometimes what happens is someone will leave a review. Like if I don't know if we can automate it, because sometimes someone will leave a review, but that doesn't show up for like 2 weeks.
Not
No,
on
it
the
doesn't show
Google.
up on Google for 2
Oh,
weeks because they
I
do like
see, I
a
see.
confirm type thing. So I
Mhm.
don't even know if there is a way that we could automate being like, hey,
No problem.
I want to confirm that you guys left a review.
Mm.
Because yeah, it might be a couple weeks.
Right. No
It
problem.
has happened in the past. So maybe if you had some instructions about, I like the idea of doing it on site. So if they're there, they can leave a review, and then they can give them a coupon or something like that for doing it. But like on site, like that's a good idea too. Give coupons for
Or directly serve them a hamburger.
task. Like,
Yeah. Because if they, I guess, if they do it or not, it's an honor system, meaning we take their word for it, which is very okay. We are not trying to be the police. We don't care. If people are having goodwill, they enjoy the food, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're okay with that. And
So let me think about that over the next couple of days here, and we'll talk. We can touch again on it on Thursday.
No problem. Yeah. Another question about the review, right? Is this now there is a terms and condition from Google that they don't like that people give incentive for
Right.
reviews.
I wouldn't
Right.
necessarily be advertising it on the funnel page that if you gave us a review, we'll give you a burger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be advertising that.
Okay. So this is then a problem with the way we ask people to deliver review. In a restaurant, yes, it's no problem. They are there, they see it, they do it. But let's say we have a dentist, right? Just for our clients, and the dentist is not in the dental office yet, right? We want them to leave a review. Or restaurant, you have this VIP list, right? And we want to email them and text them and say, hey, leave a review. So that would be dangerous, no? To say that if you give a review, we give you a hamburger in the text or the email itself.
Text probably not such a big deal because I don't think Google would have any way of being able to track or see that anyways. Email, if you're sending to Gmail, you might be able to, just thinking about that everything is connected, right?
Right.
That way, I don't typically give incentives for any reviews.
Okay.
For our clients, like that's why it's not built in there to give, hey, we'll give you points. But I know there are lots of people who do it, and they just change the automations to make that happen. Leave us a review, and we'll give you 500 points. Or they have, lots of people do it. It's a gray area, and you risk things with your clients if you're going to be incentivizing reviews.
I see. So even for the salon, they you just ask people to leave a review, but no incentive.
Yeah, again, if you keep it offline that way and incentivize it that way, then that's probably fine. Or if you do it through SMS, you're probably not gonna get an issue. I don't know. I can't speak to how much they track or whatever. So if you sent it out by email or whatever and say, hey, leave us a review and we'll give you, because I've gotten lots of emails in the past about that. About people doing it. So anyway,
so you discourage it. You say better not do it, or
yeah, I think that's one of their more. That's generally has always been one of their more stricter terms.
I see.
Right.
So your other customers don't do incentive with the reviews, or do some?
No, some of them do, but it's at your own risk.
At their own risk. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if I know there's a couple other people on here. Let's see.
Yeah, I know.
There's somebody else who has any questions
Just
today
one
that we
question,
can go
please.
through.
Just one question, please.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't see custom value updated for the referral and reviews program, referral and rewards program.
Sorry?
The restaurant one. I don't see custom value updated.
Custom value is not updated.
For the rewards
custom
program.
value is not updated for the referral and reward section. Can you show Gulam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see my screen? Okay.
Yeah.
This is reward. Smart. I should see the custom value updated here for the. I downloaded this snapshot and loaded in the sub account.
No, you have to add the location. Click
Okay.
on add location, add the location you want to work with.
It is giving me error.
No select ID. Weird. Okay, let me have a look at that. That's weird.
I tried
Go
it
back to that,
multiple times.
please. Can you go back to that
Yeah.
page? Click on add a reward location. Okay, go to what account you guys are on? No, click
it is
on
rejected.
close that.
Okay.
Go up to account settings. Up in the top right. No, go back. Okay, click on account settings in the top right. Click on profile. Click on edit details. Are you guys on the 297 or what account are you guys on with high level?
Yeah, 297.
Okay, click on that. Click on actually, you know what? Change it to 497. I'll go
Now?
make sure. Yeah, change it to SaaS agency one and hit save. I'll go take a look at that right away here. Okay, now go back to smart apps and then reviews and then there, and then you should see you see all your locations up at the top.
Select your location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then click the one you want.
Yeah.
Okay,
Location added successfully. Custom values. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be the rewards one, and you would want to do the same thing under reviews. So we're just with everything being updated to with everything being updated to the API version 2. I think we need to I'll change it so that we're on 297 or 497 here in our account as well. So I still think if you're on the $97 a month account, then you have to manually add things. So let me just take a look. Okay, I'll make sure I get that updated.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. I'm glad that we asked you that, Jason.
Yeah.
And so if nothing other situation, I think we wait until you uploaded the new restaurant snapshot. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'll let you know when that's ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
bye-bye.
right. Well, hello everybody. Let me know if you guys have anything else that I can help with today while we're on here. I'll stick around for as long as we need to get stuff done.
I'd just like a comment that I'm just glad you're working on the reporting. That's really the big thing I'm looking for. So I'm just anxious to see what you do.
It's just taken a while just to figure out how I think we should implement it. We already have I have a lot of the pieces there for collecting that reporting. I think the biggest thing which kind of frustrated me was the contacts, bring in those contacts so that we can see who was brought in, but then also when, right? So that we could do so we can sort and then we can say who was brought in this month, how many over the next few days,
Right.
kind of thing. Because we were bringing everyone in for referrals, and we had all those contacts in there so we can see who was referred, all that, and we had their details in there. But again, we didn't add in when that person was added, and I think that's just the big thing. So I've updated it now to be when. That one still applies only to referrals, but it will really shortly. I'm going to try and finish it up today. specifically the webhook to capture when we get a new subscriber. Kind of thing. So it'll add our subscriber for us, and then it'll show us when that subscriber subscribed. Because I think that'll be a big thing, and then we can also tie that into like which promotions they've we have that information already, which promotion they have in there, but we just need to be able to display their details.
Are you gonna be able to have some kind of type when it's kind of ready, do a demo for us, or just show us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Other than that, I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, reporting, I know it's so huge. So Shannon and I were talking about it. I didn't get much done last week with everything, but it's definitely on my list of my 2 top things that I'm working on this week to get that finished up. And at least get in minimum thing here out where we have some reporting, and we can show like a bit of a dashboard with some dates and stuff on it.
Yeah, the prettier, the bit flashy something. I mean, just make it look really good, you know.
Yeah, this is how many people we've had in this month, you know, and this is how many coupons have been redeemed, and this is how many people have. I was wondering though, like, are the impressions like every time we load a promotion onto that page, is that a valuable stat? Like, hey, this
I'm thinking
somebody viewed, like, it's not even necessarily they viewed it. It just means that it makes more sense. And I think where it was coming from was when you're doing like online advertising kind of thing, and you're charging people for their ads, right? Like say, for example, you were going to advertise on an online newspaper. They'll tell you, hey, you had 5,000 impressions with this ad that you had on there. Doesn't mean anybody clicked on it. It just means that it loaded on the page 5,000 times.
And to me, that's not important. The 2 numbers that would be important: how many coupons did I send out? And I'm assuming that everybody would see them. And then how many coupons were redeemed? Because if John clicked on the link 5 times, I mean, that skews everything. So I don't know, the number of impressions is important to me.
Out. So would that be how many emails that were sent out in the month, or is it just like
we'll separate between
subscribers?
We're going to do most everything on Skype. I mean, on SMS.
Yeah. So this is how many basically subscribers though, right? Like, or is it per promotion? So if you created a promotion, because you guys are doing things a little bit differently too. You're creating a promotion and then sending that out specifically.
Right. So we're sitting at least 1 coupon or 1 promotion per week, and I'm probably going to go to 2 coupons per week.
Yeah, it's
and so we'll obviously send it to, at least at this point, we'll send it.
Because you're always gonna send it out to the max number of subscribers.
I would say so, yes. Now when you get to the birthday, that's a whole different ball game. But for the general coupon promotion we're talking about, yes. At some point, we may segment the audience, but it's not a large enough group at this point to do that.
Yeah, just wondering how we should go about capturing that data. Okay, well, I'll think about it there too, because there might be some yeah. The problem we get into with that is, I wonder how we do it.
Well, I think
the problem you get into is like if you're going to send out a blast to like 10,000 people, it will want to send a webhook to our server for every person that gets sent out, kind of thing. And unless you're doing a drip mode with it, I've seen it in the past where it can overwhelm a server, because high level has like essentially thousands of IP addresses. And when you go to send out a blast, it just sends it all at once. It's like blah. It just like vomits it out. And
Well, I think you already have the information available that in there right now.
yeah, it's just
You've got
how
him-
many were sent out, right? And if you go to, hey, we're going to segment this, so that's probably not something we'll add in. It'll just be based on how many
Yes.
subscribers we have. You know, we have this many subscribers, and this is how many coupons were redeemed this week. With the idea that, hey, we're sending it out to each subscribe. You know, the
Well,
promotion is being sent out to each subscriber.
If we wanted to do a segmentation, everybody below 50, everybody above 50. So I would have just simply have two smart lists. So I would know all I'm looking for is how many, and I'm not even looking to do that right now. That's a down the road thing, but we could segment it just strictly by smart list. And so I would send everybody on that smart list. Right now, everybody in my VIP club is on one smart list. If I wanted to have a second smart list, I could do that. So I'm not looking at trying to create webhooks and all that. I think that's just how many did we send out, and then what should be able, you've already got it in there to see how many coupons were redeemed.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
So that's
Like to have
I want
all
to
the
keep
numbers on one page.
Yeah, I want to keep it simple, but something that would begin to build a story. So in my case, we'll repeat the same coupon every 4 weeks. So over time, we can tell, well, this coupon did fair, but that coupon did great. So maybe we need to just help us know which coupons are better to run.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's well, that's awesome feedback. And then the segmentation thing is a good idea.
Yeah, but I think we segment just by segmenting the list, so we could have 2 different lists in my VIP club. I know you talked about at some point having a paid version of the VIP for the consumer.
Yeah, that's one of the things that are on my list.
Yeah, so actually that would be a segmentation. In effect, it's a separate list, but I'm actually, depending on how you work, do the definition, but that's.
Yeah,
I'm saying we could segment it even that way or any other way we wanted to. That wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because even when you're sending out text messages, you don't want to send out. You have to drip those things out anyways.
Okay.
I mean, I think with our account, we're at a point, I think, where we can send 1,000 plus text messages at once. But I know you have to warm stuff up, right?
Right.
Even with those accounts. So sending out 1,000, every couple minutes isn't that big of a deal.
No, I mean, we don't have that many in the club at this point, but we're starting to make a push now to grow the club.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
That's all I got.
All right, awesome.
Welcome back. Let me know.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on those things here. It's
Okay.
diving more and more into it and deciding how we want to display everything. I think that's the big thing. Which pieces of information do we want? Because I like the idea. I like reporting is such a big tool. So yeah, we'll get started here, and then we can add more stuff as we go.
Okay.
How's everyone else doing? Ben and Oderind, how are you guys? Am I saying that right? Oderind?
That's me.
How are you doing today? Do you have
fine.
any questions or thoughts or anything?
Yeah. So I have a question based on the documents sent to me on the chat.
Okay.
So 1 second, let me populate this. So based on the leaderboard in the system.
Yeah.
So I need more explanation on that, on how it works.
The
for
leaderboard?
the leaderboard for the sub account.
Okay, like which specifically, Dean, would help you out?
Yeah, basically, I want to know the purpose of the leaderboard update on the sub account.
The purpose of the leaderboard is it just shows when you're doing rewards, it'll show how many referrals you've gotten, you've received, who are your top point leaders, and then it allows people to update and create different reward items that can be redeemed for points. And then you can also, if you have promotions and stuff on there as well, then you can do promotions and everything too. That's what that allows
Okay.
your the customer to go in and manipulate those things, update, create a reward, manage rewards so they can see how many vouchers have been redeemed. They can create promotions, and then they can also see how many coupons have been redeemed. And then that's where we'll also have, and then there's some custom value stuff in there as well. And then we'll also have reporting in there as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
That's here. I'll even just share my screen. Yeah, it's just to give them give your customers more control over what's going on. So when they create a promotion, it's going to let's go to rewards leaderboard. When they create a reward, manage rewards, is when they create one of these rewards, it's going to show up in the rewards dashboard, and then people can redeem it for however many points you want to assign to those things. And then you can see if anybody redeems one of those, you'll see it'll show up in this list here. Same with promotions. We can create promotions that are automatically going to update the promotions page. It's going to update the promotions page, the custom values, the workflows, the messaging with the promotions that you create. Especially if it's a subscriber one, opt-in subscribers, or it won't do it if it's for all. All is just going to show up in the promotions manager. These ones are specific subscriber campaigns, but it allows people to easily create these and then have them automatically show up in the promotions page under sites here in that funnel. They'll automatically load in. And then every time somebody redeems a coupon, it's going to show up in this list of redeemed coupons here.
Okay.
And here are some
Thanks so
custom
much.
values that they can go in and change as well, which are like point settings, social setting, business settings, stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit easier for them to update rather than going into custom values to make changes. That makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, did you have any other questions or anything?
No questions for now. If I have any questions,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out for any questions you have. And other than that, I don't know if Ben's still around, but hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday anyway. Gonna work on reporting, getting the points messaging finished up there, and then we'll have a really good update for Tuesday or Thursday, I believe.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. All right, you guys. If you guys are part of the agency launch lab program that we started a couple weeks ago, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Wednesday call. Otherwise, we'll see you guys for tech on Thursday.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.